Myopia is a bad habit of blurry vision. What is myopia? Myopia is a violation of the focus of vision in which deteriorates visibility into the distance, and the second name is a spasm of accommodation. According to some reports, more than 1 billion people suffer of myopia in the world today. But in fact, most likely even more. Because in China, about 80% of teenagers and young people have myopia. There are 2 billion people in China alone. Unfortunately, myopia belongs to the area of medical influence, and official medicine offers to solve this problem with spectacles, contact lenses with negative optical power values, or various eye surgeries. Cutting out glasses in front of the eyes or changing the shape of the eyeball section before replacing the lens with an artificial one. An artificial lens that is inserted into the eye, it is spectacles inserted into the eyes. But however, despite the effort of doctors, for some reason, myopic people have a higher risk of retinal detachment and cataracts, and I can even say that myopia is a provocation of these processes. Myopia is just a bad habit, it's a formed habit of wrong looking. Now, more and more often mentions such a habit of looking which is called spasm of accommodation. Myopia is also a spasm of accommodation. Myopia, even if a person wears glasses, even if his eyes was cut, a lens was inserted, and even he wear lenses, the provocation of retinal detachment still occurs because of a bad habit of myopia. It has been noticed by many that people who suffers from myopia, they squint their eyes when look into the distance. When they squint, they simply limit visual perception and block part of the visual field, and accordingly the signals become clearer. The lateral visual surface is blocked. Peripheral neurons are less excited, and all work occurs in the central part of a clear perception, and accordingly due to this it is better vision. Plus, due to the tension of the eyelids, we press a little on the eyeball and the distance to the retina becomes smaller and the light rays fall on the retina. The main problem with myopia is that we spend too much time indoors in narrow spaces and limit the possibilities of the eye accommodation. To our view, the possibility of looking to longer distances. Computers, TV, phone are small visual distances, and sedentary lifestyle, even in official medicine all over the world, has already begun to dominate such an opinion that a person sits at a computer at a short distance for a long time, and this will cause a spasm of accommodation. Spasm of accommodation, that is, the muscles are constantly tense in a certain way. They are not getting rest. They are forced to be in the focus of attention. It happens that eye defect can be 1 in 1,000. It is 0.001%. That is a birth defect of the eye. And the harm is strong if you believe that the genetic problem of vision. It is called psychosomatics. The body affects the psyche, and a person loses prospects for improving vision. He unlearns to plan and loses strategic thinking. This is how it affects the psyche. A person has received a spasm of accommodation and as a result has lost strategic thinking. And now it becomes clear that regular spending time on the phone or laptop without regular rest impairs vision. Together with this, the mental state worsens. By the way, if you want to improve your eyesight naturally, remove spectacles, and get rid of myopia, astigmatism or hyperopia, check out my step-by-step proven course, Eyesight Academy. The online program consists of 8 modules, starting from mindset, recognizing bad habits of poor eyesight and eliminating them, and includes the best possible daily eye exercises from beginner to advanced level. Don't miss the discount, the link will be in the description below. How to treat myopia naturally? First, we must learn to control the eye muscles with eye exercises. Second, You need to learn to relax the eye muscles and facial muscles. Third, be sure to control your visual behavior. Fourth, be sure to do a circular rotation of the eyes and a slight stretching of the oblique muscle of the eyes diagonally. Fifth, contact washing is good and best is done constantly. Sixth, more walks in nature because we sit in a room and constantly the same visual focus and gray square rooms. And the nature in which the eyes were formed didn't plan to have a fixed gaze for a long time to look at artificial lights. On the contrary, eye movement and a lot of visual activity and looking at the different distances. Today it is necessary to do eye exercises and periodic rest for your eyes to keep your eyes healthy and improve vision.